Hi. Should I just introduce myself or what?
I'm John Sandler, and I'm thrilled to be running to be your representative for Bernard's Township Committee.
My name is Sophia Chadda, and I am running for Bernard's Township Committee. I've lived in Bernard's Township for over 20 years.
I am a commercial litigator, which basically means day in and day out, I represent businesses in disputes with other businesses.
I raised my 3 children here, and I am a local small business owner. I'm a periodontist, and I love Bernard's Township.
I'm running for Bernard's Township Committee because I'm a father of 2 young kids, and I've got a baby on the way, and I'm running to make Bernard's Township the best place it can be for years and years to come.
What we really need is local government that is more inclusive, transparent, and communicates better with the residents of this town on the issues that matter to them. And what we need are diverse voices, and frankly, different voices.
I think that having that opportunity along with Sophia to bring that level of not only diligence to the committee, but also a certain degree of compassion and sympathy, I think that would really go a long way in a town that has so many wonderful families that do have a fair share of concerns, that want to know that members of the governing body on their township are there to listen to them and respond to them and do everything they can to prioritize their needs.
What we're facing right now is perhaps one of the greatest challenges that we've faced in probably a generation. As a local small business owner in town, it has affected me dramatically. Right now, I am only seeing emergency patients. Obviously, income has taken a hit. The kids are home. We have a full house. My youngest is doing the remote learning with his school, and my 2 older ones are doing remote learning from colleges. So it's a challenge. I think right now, in terms of what we need to do for our town, is to really support our local businesses as much as we can. They are suffering.
It's been a bit of a challenge. My wife and I both work full-time jobs. We're both attorneys. We're juggling both the pressures of a full-time job, working from home, and also trying to help our kids with distance learning. I can't say enough great things about the work that teachers are doing. You know, they certainly didn't sign up for this.
During this time when it's very difficult and people are feeling anxious, I think one of the best things to relieve anxiety and a coping mechanism is to really help out as much as you can. That's really the best thing that we can do at this point. I was fortunate to get access to a whole bunch of PPE, personal protective equipment, that I was then able to distribute to some local places such as Fellowship Village, which were in dire need, Basking Ridge Firehouse, people that worked at Overlook and Morristown hospitals. So as much as you can do, do it.
It's been a challenge, and we're very much looking forward to the restrictions being eased when the science is there and the medicine is there and the time is right without rushing it. But for the time being, we're going to keep doing what we're doing and working hard and spending time as a family and reflecting upon what's important.
Right now, I think everyone is preoccupied with this pandemic, and probably the last thing on a lot of people's minds is a local election in November. What this year represents are, in fact, 2 competing views for the future of this nation. And perhaps the starkest contrast between these views since the election of 1860 that set us on the path for civil war. So that's really something important to keep in mind. The person who takes the oath of office a year from now has the ability to reshape the Supreme Court. And in 34 states, citizens will elect United States senators. It's so important for us to be involved this year and to vote, and we need to really work together as a community across party lines. And this pandemic has really showed us that we can work together as a community, but just to know what's at stake this year in terms of our elections.
Now more than ever, I think it's time that Bernard's Township have smart, thoughtful, forward-thinking leaders that are going to have a buck stops with me sort of attitude and come up with the kind of solutions that this township needs, not only during this COVID-19 pandemic, but in all decisions in general. As the governing body, you sit at the top of the decision-making pyramid, so to speak, in this township. And so to look to others to make decisions for you or to point fingers or to cast blame, the township committee members have to take responsibility for what goes on in this town at the highest level. And I think that with smart, thoughtful, compassionate leadership like myself and Sophia can bring to the table, I think that that's a great opportunity for this township to be led by folks who are willing and able to continue to keep this town moving in the right direction.